So the weekend is officially over, but the games have just begun. Let's get into it! I'm the librarian, and I came to read. So this weekend has been eventful to say the very least. I'm talking about from the Billboard Awards to Game of Thrones to me throwing my ass in a circle and a rhombus and a diamond in downtown Atlanta drinking way too much liquor. It was a lot and my body said, okay, you need to sit your ass down, and that's exactly what I'm doing, okay? We're sitting down, we're having a discussion, we're dissecting everything that's going on. And speaking of dissecting things, I recently saw this screenshot and everybody dissected it, and we could see that there was definitely a coffee cup on the table next to Daenerys as if she pulls Drogon through the drive-thru and, you know, orders a cute-ass macchiato or something. I'm not sure what's going on there. I just don't understand how the budget for Game of Thrones is millions upon millions, and I'm talking about no executive, no producer, no editor saw that shit. It is so surprising to me. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do a live stream on it a little bit later, but I just had to bring that up. Our good sis needs her coffee in the morning before she sets fire to your hopes and dreams, and that's gonna be on period. Speaking of people's hopes and dreams, I saw Michael Cohen's get a little bit crushed as he made this whole statement about, oh girl, what did he say? I dream of a day. I mean, I thought this nigga thought he was Martin Luther King. Let me see what this man said. I hope that when I rejoin my family and friends that the country will be in a place without xenophobia, injustice, and lies at the helm of our country. And I said, girl, like sis, are you talking about the lies and the xenophobia that your ass helped spread with this man? What is this message, girl? If you don't take your ass, go ahead, girl, serve your little federal prison time with all the perks that I'm sure that your ass is about to get in there. Apparently he has a 3-year sentence, so we'll see what comes of that, girl. I just hope that this is signifying what lies ahead in the future for this administration as a whole. One can only dream. At least my dream is more realistic than his. I hope that when I rejoin my family and friends that the country will be in a place without xenophobia. Girl, sit your ass out. Racial injustice, girl. So we say goodbye to Miss Michael and say hello to Miss Far From Home. They dropped a new trailer, Spider-Man. It looks so goddamn good. One of my favorite quotes in that trailer is when Peter said, oh, well, I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And Nick Fury was like, bitch, please, you've been to space. Mysterio looks good. Jake, I just want to let you know that musical chairs is one of my favorite games to play with furniture. And the way that face is looking, I could possibly always have some place to sit down, okay? So the movie is coming out on July 2nd. Like I said, it looks really good. I love Mysterio's powers. His friends are cool. MJ was that girl. I thought it was really obvious that your ass is Spider-Man. It looks like it's gonna be a really cute movie. I can't believe that Marvel actually is opening me up to liking Spider-Man. I don't know how to deal with that. So I'm sure that you heard this news already. Meghan Markle apparently gave birth to a baby boy. Harry said that in an interview actually where he cannot stop smiling. It's not an interview, it's like a press conference. He could not stop smiling. He was just like, yeah, we're still thinking about names, but he was just like, it's so amazing. The birthing process and her strength, like, it seemed like he was over the moon. So that was really cool to see. Congratulations to Miss Meghan. Hopefully she can be protected because I don't know, girl. I already see how they treat her, and it's just like, girl, how are they gonna treat this kid in this racist ass system of a royal family, girl? It's a mess, but I'm happy for sis. Hopefully sis can be protected, like I said. Speaking of things that should have been protected but weren't, it was someone else's child or children when apparently this news broke out like a couple days ago, I think. Some Russian couple died from the damn bubonic plague after eating a marmot or something like that. So, you know, I don't know what a marmot is. I'm looking through the damn story like, well, girl, what the fuck a marmot is? So I had to go ahead and do a cute little Google search. This is what I came up with. Sis they was out here eating whole ass rodents. Girl, what is going on? And the woman was pregnant. And let me read this. This is coming from some Dr. N something. He's a director of the National Center for Zoonotic Dermatology and Medicine. He was talking to Serbian Times. He said that the man first ate the meat, then gave it to his wife, and they died because the plague affected their stomachs, and that's it. He said 4 children are orphaned. I don't know why people are out here. I mean, Mongolia had to shut down the goddamn border. I said, I don't know why people are out here eating rodents and rats and expecting, of course they'll ask, if you eating a whole ass squirrel, yeah, you might die from the damn bubonic plague. Girl, get your ass out of my face. Can you imagine being on a plane and your whole life is at risk because somebody dumbass want to eat sitting over here eating rodents like they think they somebody goddamn cat or some shit? Girl, sit your ass down, girl. Bye, toodles. I'm so sorry that all those people on that plane was at risk because y'all dumb asses, but at least nobody else will be in your specific situation. Good riddance. So I would like to know what you guys think about this whole idea of a new show called Mixed-ish being created for ABC. We already know that they have Blackish and Grownish, and now it's Mixed-ish. And my initial reaction when I saw that was like, girl, isn't Blackish already? I said, isn't Blackish already kind of mixed? Okay, this is what the USA Today is saying. ABC Thursday announced it is renewing the comedy about the Johnson family for a 6th season, and that it will add a spin-off, Mixed-ish, for the 2019-2020 season. Mixed-ish is based on a younger version of Blackish character Rainbow Johnson, focusing on her upbringing in a mixed-race family in the 1980s. I mean, they're talking about parents moving to hippie communes and to the suburb, and I guess they're struggling with assimilation versus sticking to who they really are as people. So it's just like, I don't know, it just seems kind of, does it seem unnecessary to y'all? I don't know. I'm not trying to be a hater. It just seems like, all right, girl, Blackish, Grownish, Mixed-ish, I mean, you got to squint hard to find a dark-skinned motherfucker on it. It's just, all right. I'm not going to talk about this particular topic for too long because it is always so traumatic for me to anytime read or hear about stories like this. But this man, Devante Garrison, got on one of these gay apps, like these gay dating apps, and ended up robbing and killing Adrian Ward in Houston, Texas. Now, obviously, this Devante Garrison is apparently a heterosexual man, and he's just so angry at gays for existing. He was just so pissed that faggots exist that he had to go ahead and create a whole ass profile just to rob and kill a motherfucker. I mean, acted like he was finna hook up with this nigga and everything. So it's just, when I want you all to understand that when I'm dragging the shit out of some of these straight black men, and when I'm dragging the shit out of homophobia, even when religion is used to defend homophobia, this is the shit that I think about when I'm doing it. The fact that there's so many people who are so angry at gay people for simply existing, that our very lives continue to be at risk no matter how much pro-black shit everybody be talking. Our black LGBTs are out here dying, okay? So next time you see me dragging another homophobic person, understand that I'm thinking about stories like this. And speaking of other crazy stories, the Journal of the American Academy of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry said that 13 reasons why may have increased teen suicides. They said now a study funded by the National Institutes of Health shows that those concerns may have been warranted. In the month following the show's debut in March 2017, there was a 28.9% increase in suicide among Americans ages 10 through 17. Now, of course, correlation doesn't automatically mean causation, but there is a correlation there that they're saying that they found, and it's just like it's literally confirming everything that everyone was saying who cared about the mental health of adolescents or young adults. Like, we were just like, sis, this show is not good. They said, researchers said as soon as it came out that, you know, just the idea of copycat suicides, like that would increase in the target audience, the audience that was watching that show. So it's just crazy to see it confirmed, and I wonder what anyone is going to do with this information, or if it's even important to these money-making machines, these companies and shit. So yeah, I was not surprised by that. I was just happy that it was confirmed so people will know how to act and use the damn brains that they were given. And lastly, I wanted to go ahead and leave you all with an existential crisis, because it seems like there's not a lot of people talking about this. Now, the New York Times just put out this article. It says civilization is accelerating extinction and altering the natural world at a pace unprecedented in human history. And this is coming from the United Nations. This is a 1,500 page report. Of course, it was approved by representatives. This is from the New York Times, approved by representatives from the US and literally 131 other countries. It's coming from thousands of scientific studies and experts and stuff like that. So now, one of the comments, one of the quotes that kind of stuck out to me was Richard Pearson. I'll put it up. He said if climate change were the only problem we're facing, a lot of species could move and adapt. But when populations are already small and losing genetic diversity, when natural landscapes are being fragmented by us, when plants and animals can't move to find new suitable habitats, then we have a real threat on our hands. They said that millions and millions of species are already extinct and millions more are going to be at risk because of the shit that we're doing, because of how we're destroying the environment, because there's so many of us, because of how we cut down rainforests, and also on top of that because of climate change. And that all really it's just a bunch of effects of the things that we have been doing for so long. No matter how people are so focused on the money, it's like no matter how many scientists say this, all this shit that y'all put in the atmosphere, it's not making no sense. It's like no matter how powerful and useful that big ass ball of gas is to us when it comes to energy and cleaner energy, none of these huge companies are going to jump at the chance to do that, especially if it means restructuring their whole way of business. Probably is going to be an investment, which means they'll lose capital before they gain any to switch over. No, unless of course the government offers incentives. It's such a complicated issue, and I think our arrogance will really destroy us if we continue to act like this isn't happening or continue to prioritize, like I said, money over human lives. It will be the end of us. I don't think we all understand how much we depend on the natural world for us to be any sense of comfortable. And of course, there are a whole lot of people talking about, well, I need to stop using plastic straws. And yet, while that may be true, we cannot underestimate the power of these huge companies. And that's why also in the article, it said that these little small shits that we're doing, it's not really gonna help. Like it needs to be on a massive scale, and it needs to be transformative, and environmental policy needs to be more closely laced into every aspect of what we're doing, like smart environmental policy. So take that and think about it. I just thought I'd let you guys know because that headline definitely jumped out at me. So I read the article. I just wonder, because we as a species are so reactive. Yeah, we do plan a little bit, I guess, but not as well as we could, especially when we feel like, well, girl, ain't nothing happening today, like right now. But that gradual shit can creep up on you. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Look out for my live stream on Game of Thrones. And unlike Daenerys Stormborn, you can have a good goddamn evening.